But this day, not to relive it again, but it's a nightmare that nobody ever wants to face when you get a call like this. So in 2017, your brother is 15 years old.
Yep. He's 15. I just felt like something bad was going to happen. Something just feels off. It feels bad. I get upstairs. I get a call, and they tell me that.
This is the Grieve with Krista podcast, sponsored by Glad Community. What I really want to start with is your brother. I want you to tell me about her.
We were 2 years apart, but I would still say he's like my little brother because I always felt kind of like protective towards him. I would say we were protective of each other. So it was very much always looking out for each other, and like we were just partners with the partners in life as siblings. I think it would.
Yeah.
And we didn't really have that much family because it was just me, my little brother, and my mom. So
it was just the two of you, no other siblings.
Yeah.
Okay.
My other siblings are much older than me. So
Okay.
I didn't get that with them. So it was pretty much just us in the house all the time.
Okay.
And we leaned on each other a lot. Yeah, when things were not great. But
Okay. And growing up, you guys were close.
yeah, he slept in the same room.
Wow. Okay.
We had a bunk bed for like our whole lives.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you fight when you were younger?
Yeah,
you
no,
did.
we definitely fought.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
And then
that
he got old enough that he was able to start beating me, and I didn't like that. That wasn't.
That's what happens. But that's love. That's a real brother-sister relationship. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then this was in 2018. So how old was he in 2018?
15.
He was 15. But this day, not to relive it again, but it's a nightmare that nobody ever wants to face when you get a call like this. So in 2017, your brother is 15 years old.
Yep. He's 15. The only thing that is coming up to my head right now is that was probably the darkest night of my life, son. And I just felt like something bad was going to happen. But I thought it was going to happen to me. Because I was walking home from work. It's like 11, it's almost 11 o'clock. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like I'm walking by myself. Something's but something just feels off. It feels bad.
Yeah.
And then I get upstairs. I get a call, and they tell me that he's in the hospital, that he got stabbed. My phone wasn't even working properly. My phone wouldn't ring when you called me. So by the grace of God, I checked my phone, because otherwise I would have completely missed that call.
And your brother, this happens, right? He's an innocent. He was just walking into the store.
He literally just went to the store.
Yeah.
And he didn't come back.
What's life like for you now?
Difference. It's okay. I feel like there's a lot of stability in my life now, and I'm happy with the people around me, but a lot of what I wrote was about the hardest part of it being how time passes and having to like do all these things and they're not here. Like, I'm engaged and I have a 2-year-old, and he never saw that. He wasn't here for that. I didn't,
So initially when this happened, because initially of hearing it first, that maybe that first year of the journey, right? What would you say that first year looked like?
That first year was hell.
It was hell.
It was hell on earth. It was so hard. I didn't know what I was doing. I was 17 years old, and I had like 260,000 followers on Instagram because everybody heard about this story. And there was a lot of loves, but there was also a lot of just like hatefulness on the internet and a lot of negativity. And so I was dealing with people's words, but I was also dealing with my grief.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to deal with that. This was the first time I went through anything like this.
When you say negativity, though, like on the internet, people
were being really, really cool.
Wow.
Saying things about him that what did he do? Like, you're not just gonna target somebody for no reason. Like, people saying that he was a gang member, or like that he was doing things in the streets. People talking about my mom, people talking about me, my family, and who we are.
And it all wasn't true.
No,
No.
no, it was just like people spreading rumors of
Junior
mine.
was a good kid.
Yeah, he was.
After more than 25 years as a hospice nurse, I've had the privilege of walking with people and families through some of life's most secret final moments. My book, 8 Lessons the Dying Has Taught Me, shares what those moments taught me about grief, love, forgiveness, presence, and what really matters while we're still here. If you've lost someone close to you, or you're learning how to carry grief with hope, I wrote this book for you. And the best part is, all the proceeds from the book go directly to GLAAD, helping us continue to support people through grief and loss. The 8 Lessons the Dying Taught Me, available now.
Obviously, the Bronx has its reputation.
Yeah.
But we were born and raised here. I'm still here. And it's something that, it's obviously not just in the Bronx, it's a citywide issue.
Yeah.
Where there's just like these senseless acts of violence
Yeah. On innocent people.
innocent people that and we do what we can. My mom, like, she was very close with law enforcement and like trying to get like certain laws like put into place, or like how can we get more protection onto the streets to prevent things like this from happening to anybody else. And we're still struggling with that, because just a few days ago there was a 12-year-old boy who was shot because he was just in front of a store on his bike.
Innocent. Again.
A baby. He's a baby.
And it's like, how do you process that to the world? Maybe I'm giving a message a little bit to the world, but it's like that could have been somebody's mother, father, child, grandmother. It could have been anybody, but we all have like a loved one that we don't want to see die. Why would we do that to people, right? I don't know, maybe I'm getting off topic, but it's like to bring into the love, right? Do to others how you want to be done to you. I think it's like a simple golden rule we're raised with.
Yeah.
Because then we could help some of the grief in the world too, and narrow this grief down by not just doing random acts of violence to people, innocent people, like a 12-year-old.
I feel like one thing that we're missing, and this is not just in New York City, I feel like this is an American thing where we're just, everybody's so isolated and separate. And so, and there's so many people that struggle with things, and you don't know. And what you see, you are a product of your environment. So what you see and what you grow up with and what you're used to, that's most likely where you're going to be.
Yep.
And unfortunately, this affects everyone.
Yeah.
I think everybody just needs to be kind to each other, and just like you mentioned earlier, find the love.
Find the love. Yeah.
Because that is more powerful than any hate or anything in this world, really. And with that alone, I feel like that would help to make things just a little bit better. If we can just lean on each other.
Yeah. So the first year it's terrible. And I always tell people that the first year is harder to get over. You have to go through all of that. So after the first year, then what did it look like the second year?
The second year.
When do you think it really, like you were like, I could breathe again, maybe, right? That feeling.
To be so honest with you, probably like last year.
Wow.
So yeah, 7 years.
I like that honesty.
Yeah.
Because the grief is not something that you get over. You have to learn to live with.
Yeah.
But what do you think happened last year?
I had my son. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a gift.
He changed everything for me.
Your son. And what'd you name your son?
He's named after my brother. His name is Alessandro. His middle name is Saint, and that's what we call him. So.
And what a beautiful way to honor your brother by giving your son his name.
I said I would. There was no arguing about that. My fiance had ideas, and I was like, no, you're not doing it. You don't come near the name. That's mine.
Yeah. And he there. Wow. All right. So you have a 2-year-old boy.
He's gonna be 3 now.
Okay. So from that, in those 7 years, what do you think was happening with your grief, right? Because people don't realize that grief, it could be a lifetime.
Yeah.
It's every day. It's a lifetime. It's not something you get over. But in those 7 years, what would you tell people? What would you
because of the way that I appeared to people and like, oh, you're so happy and like you're so strong, you're this. People kind of just don't ask. They just assume that you're fine, that everything is fine. And then I was in denial for years. Like, I couldn't even say what happened to him. It was still hard for me now, but I could say it out loud. I couldn't say it at all. I didn't even want to think about it.
Do you think that's what happened? That you just shut down, blocked the pain?
I did.
You did?
Especially those those early years, like the first 1, 2, 3 years, I blocked it out.
Now, some people, when they block it out, they don't always do the right thing, right? Some people drink, they party, they disconnect, whatever they have to do to just not feel what they're feeling.
Yep.
Did you go through that?
I absolutely did. That is exactly what I did.
That's exactly what you did.
Yeah.
What'd you do to cope?
I went out a lot. I was just never home.
Okay.
And I surrounded myself with people
Distracted.
constantly because it was distracting.
So do you feel since you had your son, you gave yourself permission to grieve? What do you think happened?
I feel like there was just like a switch that was flipped.
Okay.
And I saw things differently. And because now I'm not thinking just for myself, I have somebody to care for. And I have to teach them how to be a good person or just be a human, just exist. I can't do that if I haven't figured my stuff out. And so a lot of it was just trying to heal myself and heal those parts of myself so that I could be there for him.
Yeah.
I'm still doing that, but I've taken a really big step forward. So
They say that you do it though for the rest of your life. They say for the rest of your life you're gonna have to keep doing that.
Yeah.
But then to find ways to honor and celebrate him, I'm sure you guys do that, things like that.
Yeah. I like to go to Dave & Buster's. He used to go to Dave & Buster's every year for his birthday.
Oh my God, did he like the basketball?
Yes, he did.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with the basketball.
So I like to go there and like celebrate his birthday. My son like knows who he is from like the pictures. He knows that that's Theo. And, I kind of keep him in the conversation and keep him with me.
I love that because not everybody always honors, right? They're like, oh, they're not here. They're not physically here, so we can't talk about them. And it's not like that.
Yeah, no. He's in everything I do.
Everything you do. See, I love that. That's what people shy away from that. Like I said. So, but he's in every part of your life. You're honoring him.
Yeah.
Love that. Now, what about your family? What about your mom?
She's not the same. But it's different for her. This was her son. And now after having my son, I was just like, oh my God, like I can't even picture something like that. I can't imagine what my mom went through. Like it was bad for me, but it was much worse for her. For what it's worth, she's doing really good. In spite of what happens and, everything that we've been through in the last 8 years now, I think that she's good. She's okay.
Did she go to any support or anything like that
She
to get through
tried.
it?
Like there was therapy and like things like that, but we just don't really do that. I didn't do that either. So
and a lot of people don't because they don't want to talk about it. What do you say? Because it does a lot of times when you talk about it, it brings up how the person died.
Exactly.
And
that's the part that you don't want to think about.
That you don't want to think about. And we have to kind of separate that sometimes with that. Do you have a funny story that you remember with Junior? There's a funny story.
I put this in my speech. That's so funny.
No way.
Yeah. So there was this one time, I think it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I could not sleep at all. I was on my phone. I'm scrolling. Remember, we have a bunk bed. So I'm on the bottom. He's on top. He's out.
Okay.
I see this big thing, like this big, just fly across my face. And I start having a panic attack. I jump out of my bed. I'm screaming. I'm like, what happened? Oh my God. And he's like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, there is a moth in the room. Please kill it. And he's like, no. What do you mean no? I'm like crying, like tears. I'm like, please. I can't do it. So he puts on a pair of sweats. He puts on a sweater. He puts on his coats, goves, and a hat.
He was scared.
And he goes...
He was
ready and freaking in his coat armor, his winter stuff, to go kill this moth. And he did. It was successful, and I went to sleep peacefully.
That's hilarious. Junior was scared. He armed up
He was
from
scared
a moth.
too, but he went up there and he
went
killed
there,
it
yeah.
for me.
I love it. Oh my God, that's so funny. I'll think of that when I think of moths. I will think of that. I love it.
And I see them a lot now, and I'm like, I'm not afraid of them anymore because now I feel like
hidden.
he's trying to make fun of me.
Well, he's telling you like,
He's
I'm
like,
here.
hey.
I'm here.
I'm
Do you
here.
get a lot of like just where you just cry
Yeah.
out of nowhere?
Yeah.
They say that because he's telling you I'm here, and they say when the grief bursts that it's a sign that they're here with you.
That happens. Yeah, that does
That's
happen
a lot. Yeah. So that he's just saying, he's a reminder. Like, don't forget. Don't forget.
It used to happen a lot more. Like I would just be on the train, and I would just be crying on the train. I'm trying to hold back tears so people don't look at me like I'm crazy.
I know.
But I'm just fully crying on the train because I just thinking about him.
And he's there, and it's like it's that connection moment. People think the tears are good. They release. They're a release.
Yeah.
They clear our
You
eyes.
always feel better after you cry.
You do.
Feel
You
that
do.
better.
And then you realize you have the sun, you have the moths. He's here, right? You just have that different connection. They let you know in different ways. And I'm sure you see 1111 a lot.
Every single day.
I see it. I've been seeing it forever.
I have it
11,
tattooed.
That's his birthday.
That is his birthday. Yeah.
That's his birthday. Yeah. Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So if you could give any words of encouragement to somebody who is experiencing a tragic loss like you have, what is something that you would say to them?
I think what I do want to say, it's not a word of encouragement, actually. It's to just be. You don't have the answers. It feels like the world stopped, and that's how it's going to be. And it's okay to sit in those feelings. You don't have to listen to people that are telling you, you have to let this person rest in peace. You have to do this, you have to do that. Do things the way that you need to so that you can be okay eventually. Even if that's not in a month or 6 months or a year or even 7 years like me. It's okay. Just go at your pace and do what you need to do so that you can stay okay and you can stay alive. Because you're here. So you have to live. You just have to figure out how to do that your way.
This episode of Grieve with Krista is brought to you by GLAD, a community dedicated to supporting grief walkers with connection, tools, and truth. Because grief isn't something to fix, it's something to honor. For more information on GLAD, click the link in the video description.